I'm gonna show you how these types of conversations with us just kicking it about life so they can see and hear things that they wouldn't normally hear because there's no one out there to give them what we got.
That's true. That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact. I mean, that's our responsibility.
You know, and we've been sitting here about 30 minutes and we ain't say nothing about no drugs and who nuts is big or none of that. Because like I said, that's irrelevant. That's not my platform.
Right.
You know, my platform is just letting y'all see that we men, we human, you know what I mean? And we made mistakes. We're taking responsibility for our mistakes. You know what I mean? And we're just trying to help, you know, the youth. If we save one, we good.
That's a fact.
Just one. Because that's where it's gonna start.
I agree. Yeah, and I think what you're doing is again unique. You know what I'm saying?
Everything go back to unique. You love that one, huh?
Because
you always hit me with that.
Yeah,
you know,
it's profound if you think about it. You know, you doing it specifically because I don't even do this. You know what I mean? I don't even do it for my brand as much as I should do. For no other reason that I sometimes feel that.
It's a lost cause.
Yeah, I hate that.
You've been out here, so I already know, because I'm hearing it from the other brothers when I'm talking to them, and I'm telling what I'm hearing now.
Right.
Give it a shot with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And let's see where it goes. I might feel that way in 6 months.
Well,
you know what I mean?
But you know what? I've never stopped doing what I'm doing. I disseminate information.
Exactly, and you push back, because you know, it have to be willing to be reciprocated.
Right.
You don't want to give it out if they ain't trying to receive it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So when me and you talk, and you was describing what you was doing, you know, I said, you know what, you might be on to something, because these conversations like what we have on the phone, it would be great if it had if ears could hear what we were saying.
Exactly.
Because I think it could, because they know it's not bullshit. Like this ain't choreographed.
Exactly.
You know, there's no script. It's just us talking like we normally talk, but the camera's rolling.
You know what I
mean? And we can talk about shit way up here. You know, and like I said on the phone, it ain't many people understand the level of the game up here. You know, so they're not afforded to understand really what it looks like. You know, because ain't shit glamorous about getting locked up and sitting before that judge and them telling you that, you know, you're never coming home.
Sure.
Because the only reason why I didn't get a life sentence was because I went to trial twice.
And beat him.
Well, I beat him.
With the mistrial is equivalent to beating him with the government. Everybody plead guilty.
With a 97, 98% conviction.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody plead guilty.
Facts. So that afforded me the opportunity to plead.
Exactly. It gave you
some leverage.
Yeah, exactly. It gave you the leverage mechanism for negotiation.
Right. And that's what afforded me that. So and you couldn't tell me, like we've already said, that I didn't know everything. You know what I mean? I thought I was the smartest person on the planet. And, you know, and then them people showed me that, you know, little nigga, you don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we playing a game that you ain't prepared for. And a lot of people think, yeah, you know, you got money. Martha Stewart went to jail. She's a billionaire.
Thank you.
So money don't get you out. Those situations fucking be fed. Like, you know, so it ain't about money for them. What they want to do is take people like you and myself who influence our communities out the communities. So, you know, as the saying goes, you cut the head off and the body is fall. So if you don't have nobody in principle that you're following, even if you idolize that person because they're doing a certain thing, when you remove that person from a community, no different than you remove that man from his family, you know, the family collapses. So this, and we can get off into this and it get really broad, but it was a broad conspiracy taking people like yourself and me out of our households. Look at what it did to our families. They disenfranchised. Look at our communities. As much as we destroyed our communities, you know,
that destroyed our community even worse. When you take all the fathers out, and then
because we were provided,
exactly,
not for just our family, for the community.
For the community, exactly.
So you know, as much devastation as we did, you know, immorally, you know, we did play a positive role in some aspects, because I know no different than you. I discouraged everybody that I seen had potential, that would say, yo, Kev, I want to get with you and get some money. I'd be like, nah, homie.
Exactly.
Yo, you need to go to school. And not only do you need to go to school, I'm paying to send you to school. You know, so when they didn't have sneakers like me and you didn't have, and we had to get out the street, we provided that for them. You know, so we did a lot of that kind of stuff because we knew the wrong we was doing, but we was paying our penances in real time. Like, listen, you know, I know I'm doing all this wrong over here, but maybe if I offset it over here, that it'll all balance out. And that was part of the crazy as well. But we weren't selfish individuals because we took care of a lot of people.
Yo, I'm sitting here, my man, Black Sheep dress. My man helped me down while I was down. We doing this, we getting ready to set it off. I got the positive interview coming with him, we reminiscing. It felt good vibing with the homie. I mean, I love him, I appreciate him, I respect him, and I honor him as a man. Because he's always been there when I needed him without me even having to ask. And that's what a friend is about.
Without question.
You know what I mean? Being there without you ever ask. And I want to let you know thank you. And y'all look out for this joint I'm getting ready to drop, man. We there? All right?
All right.
Small waist. They was bringing their ass to Club 2000. I'm gonna make sure my peoples have a good time.
It was popping.
You know what I mean?
Up in there, baby.
Got it wrong.
Yo, yes, you all right.
All right.
Yes.
Now, let them know what it was like the first time you came and you seen one of the stage shows that I had going on with the females in your detail.
I remember one of the very first times me going to Club 2G's, my cousin Papote had just come home. You know what I'm saying? He did like a little 7-piece. And my man Lord C we had kind of just gotten back together. So I'm with my cousin Papote, Lord, the Legion, my brothers from the Bronx, whole crew of cats, you know what I'm saying? And we are so heavy going to Club 2000. And we get up in there and have the most amazing time. Yo,
what was that like?
From the vibe, the music, popping, chicks all over the place. You know what I'm saying? We all straight up threw on the best of whatever was available in New York that day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
We doing what we do. We came through, line of cars, the whole nine, and we just, man, the music, the alcohol, the vibe, everything was just a ball, man. And it was like, it was Harlem. It was definitely Harlem. Like you felt like you came to Planet Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like literally.
Planet Harlem.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was Planet Harlem, straight up. Like it wasn't like nowhere else in New York. You couldn't get this anywhere else in New York. You could only get it in 2G's.
Could only get it at Club 2000.
Popping, like yo.
The difference between, the parties then and now.
And I said it in my book. I'm sorry I keep having to refer in my book because I said these
Don't
things.
be sorry. Go get the damn book. I'm going home. That's what it is.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, my bad. Harlem Heroine. Nah, I done plugged my joint. That's all it is. Go get a Harlem Heroine. You know what I mean?
No, but I said it, man. After Club 2G's, of course we had Final Four. Final Four parties was dope too. But Club G's was just a whole vibe. And I always said this. After Club G's, I don't think nobody gave parties like we gave parties. I mean, Harlem, not only Harlem, it was other boroughs they came through. But it was a whole vibe. It was never no BS going on in there, really no fighting. It was just all fun. And like I said in my book, when I saw hustlers that didn't go to parties back in the day come through Club G's just to see what this dude was doing, that's when I knew. I was like, yo, this dude got something going on. Thinking back in hindsight, back then we were just partying like, oh shoot, so-and-so in the building. But when I think about like who came through there just to see what he was doing on a Wednesday night, my sister was 14, 15, non-off in school on a Thursday because we was in Club 2G's on a Wednesday night. Like, yo, people had to go.
I tried to separate the men from the boys and the women from the girls by having it during the week.
Right.
But it just brought their goddamn body out.
Everybody came through. I don't care if they had to go to work, school, snuck out the house. They made it to Club 2000. Y'all missed it oh my God. That's why I said we gotta, even if it's one party, we gotta do it again.
Yeah, but it's Corridor. We're gonna do something big, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
That way they can see how we do it and how it really gets down.
It was a whole vibe. The streets and everything was different. Like I said, Harlem was a vibe. It was just fun to be out. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, when you have things like, or you have people like Unique, you have things like the parties like Club 2G's or, certain places to go or certain people that was, just had that thing about them. Harlem was different. It'll never be the same. I don't think we'll ever get that time again. And it's unfortunate that this generation, even though things were happening, because we can't take that out. Yes, things was happening back then, but it was just a whole different vibe. And I don't think we'll ever get that back. I mean, change is good sometimes, but we have fun. We definitely have fun.
Tell me about the night you was driving, the dude hit you when you had your black BMW and I'm driving my blue one, and a road cab driver ran into your joint. How that went out? I came up and saw it. So what happened before I got to tell him how it happened?
Well, we were all racing. I mean, you talking about everybody. Big D was there.
You know,
Oakley
big
was
shout out
there.
Big D, Oakley, you know.
Chaz from Black Hand. We was all racing. That's when Chaz tore his shit up with a pothole later on. But we were all racing through Midtown and running lights. We running lights and, you know, it was just, you know, I don't drive crazy like that. You might, but I don't. So I was near last, you know, because all them dudes zooming. So we zooming through the joints. I was like, damn, I hope nobody get hurt. That's the thing I was concerned with. So we had to stop for a light. Niggas was stopping, and some dude ran back into my car. Boom. So he got a girl in the car. So I jump out. I'm mad as hell, but you know, people watching. She's screaming. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking to make sure my car's all right. And here come Unique running over there with the biscuit. And Unique was like, gonna put some work in. I said, nah, you too many people on us. So I said, don't do that. So Unique was just screaming under there. I said, nah, don't plug him, man, don't plug him. You know, and I had to talk to Yavis so we could just get back in the cars and but right when he hit us, everybody was crowding around. All our people had left. They were still in the car. They didn't even know what happened.
Exactly, because like you said, he was in the back, and I just pull up, and I see the homie having trouble. You know what I mean? So you know,
Unique jumped out the car. I said, "Nah, we can't do that." That would have been another case we would have been on.
You know what I mean?
So I'm glad we didn't.
And I'm glad you didn't stop. You know,
funny,
but you know that's how the loyalty go, man. You know, you see your brother in trouble, you there for him. You know, by any means. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, that's what it was. Because like I said, good brother, you know, we go way back. And he always showed love, you know. So if I see him in anything, I already know he'll be there for me, and vice versa. So you know what I mean. Everybody had pulled out, so I was still there, you know. So that's what it was, you know.
So now, you know, we know you from the store, and then it's like, I don't know when exactly you got Club 2000, but all of a sudden Club 2000 was popping. Like, not only are we just going up there having a great time because it was popping, but you hiring us, you know.
Spread the love, make sure everybody eats.
You hiring us multiple times.
You know?
Okay, to come in there and do our 1-2 thing. Like, I remember one night, like, this is one of the most classic nights, bro. And there's many that I can think of at Club 2000. But this is when Punks Jump Up had come out. And I mean, Punks Jump Up was just
Punks Jump Up and get beat down. Punks Jump Up and get beat down.
When this shit came out, at this moment, that song was so fucking big, and we was gonna perform that night at Club 2000, and I just remember just all the cars lined down the block, like the shit was bananas. Like, you know what I mean? All the hustlers,
like the paid in full scenes they tried to create.
Right.
Let them know where them scenes came from. Who was the first one to have all of that so that we know what time it is? You understand?
For our era, you was definitely the one doing that. Now, I was young enough to be out there in front of SNS and all of that.
There you go.
Where I know what they was trying to recreate with that. You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas was really doing that and all of that. But for our era, because that's a little later. Ours was a little later. So
that was
for
85
our era,
for them, 85, 86.
Club 2000 was that. Like, make no mistake about it, all the cars that was out there was, you know what I mean?
European.
What?
European.
All kind of foreigns, and niggas was doubled and triple parked. That's when the Deuce and all of that used to be crazy back then. Like again, doubled and triple parked, 2, 3 in the morning, up until, the break of day. Like it was crazy.
And police ain't bothering nothing.
And police ain't bothering nothing.